Hello everybody, welcome to Project Ein, where today we're going to start a series about the constellation Orion and how different cultures interpreted it into their culture and belief system. Orion is a group of stars in the northern hemisphere, and it's one of the most recognizable constellations because of the belt, the three stars in a straight line. I'm going to present you with three different interpretations from Egypt, Greece, and Norway. I would like to examine the cultures in chronological order, meaning we're going to start our series with Egyptian mythology. Egypt's religion in ancient times was polytheistic, meaning that they believed in multiple gods. Every god ruled over a different part of everyday life, like Anubis being the god of mummification, and Sova being the god of the Nile River, the main water and food source of Egypt. During the Old Kingdom, Sa or Sahu was the representation of the constellation we call Orion today. There are very few sources which mention it, but the ones that have establish a particularly strong bond between it and the dark star Sirius, also known as Soblet in Egyptian mythology. Sa is often referred to as the father of God. It's not really clear what he was worshipped for or how popular he was among the common people. He doesn't really have any stories associated with him. Although the constellation had a god to its name, it also had ceremonial value, where the deceased king, the ruler of Egypt, was said to enter the sky and travel to Orion as the location in the sky. Through this connection, a bond formed between Osiris, who was the god of the dead, resurrection, life, and afterlife. The Egyptian afterlife is an incredibly interesting and far greater topic that I can explain here today, but the one thing you should know is that our life here on Earth was only the start of a much greater spiritual journey, and that's why the literal change of location is very nice here. To move away a bit from the direct interpretation of Orion as Sa, rather, I would like to talk about the Greek version of the story and how it could have had an Egyptian origin. The thing is about a lot of ancient mythologies is that the primary sources that we have are not first-hand sources. Egyptian mythology is one of these where a lot was written down and translated by Greece, especially Herodotus. This is why often things get retconned and changed a lot. Because the Greeks knew about the following story, it kind of led to, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but don't make it obvious. In the Meta and Richt stela, originating from the 13th dynasty of Egypt, depicted the death and the resurrection of Horus. Horus was one of the most significant gods in Egyptian mythology, being the god of the sky and basically the godified version of the pharaoh. The stela tells the story of how Horus was stung by a scorpion and died. After his death, Isis, Horus's mother, with the help of Thoth, resurrects Horus and everything goes back to normal. If you contrast this with the most popular version of the Greek Orion myth, it is very similar. If you thought this was interesting, make sure to check out the other parts of this series or even consider subscribing. Bye.